What's cracking, everybody? What's cracking? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, you guys asked me to continue with the John Bravo, Wes Watson demolition series. And so here I am. I think this is the last one for me. This one, I mean, I wanted to say this one is a trip, but when aren't they a trip with Wes Watson? This one is called Wes Watson Delusional and Compares Himself to Donald Trump. Wow. I think I skipped over that part. I'm already a minute 45 in. Just because John Bravo has music, and I don't know, I don't want to, I don't want to get hit for the music, so I have to skip around sometimes when I hear music. But we're just going to start right here and listen to this crazy J-Cat. Now, I want to say, before I get even further into it, I noticed there are probably like 7 or 8 different content creators now on Wes's helmet. And he's decided that he's going to just talk tough through video and disrespect these guys. And one of them, I think his name is The Bubba. Check out The Bubba channel. He makes these dudes' faces funny. Check out The Bubba channel. Tell him that Dubs sent you guys. But The Bubba is on his ass, I think, more than anybody. Wes, go back to the drawing board. You can't draw. Never mind. His little skinny hands. He has to hold a fucking crayon with 2 hands with those skinny hands. Never mind. Let's get to it.
Reporter. I'm just some weirdo who talks about it.
So I get it. I'm famous and a lot of people aren't. I make bread like a motherfucker and a lot of people don't. I inspire...
The humility, man. Like, I see why people, pay thousands of dollars to get cussed at by him, because he's so humble, man. He makes bread like a mother, and he's famous and you're not. And even if you pay for his program, you won't be famous. He'll cuss you out and tell you all the reasons why you're not famous. Because you're not Wes Watson.
Millions of people and others don't. I get it.
You get it.
People who make these videos where they talk about what's going on with the famous person. These people who make these reaction videos. These aren't the men that fucking win at life and want to kill it. These are gossip girl weirdos. You're going to realize you built a weirdo following. That's the problem.
And it shows you, I really got into his head, this asshole. And you guys remember I was saying,
this asshole.
The bully. I always talk about the bully. You stand up to the bully, what happens? He backs down, he cries, he goes crazy, he hides under his desk like my little chihuahua. That's what happens.
Oh, you got a chihuahua, big dog?
To the bully when you stand up to him, right?
And I'm not perfect. Every day.
What?
I fall back into that mindset of these motherfuckers. Fuck them. I'll fuck all you motherfuckers.
You're not gonna fuck anybody up, stupid. Stop fucking. Every time he flexes, I'm pretty positive like a piece of doo-doo falls out of his butt cheeks. Because according to him, he keistered everything in prison. Like shit that wasn't contraband, he just decided that belonged in his butthole. So every time he flexes, doo-doo comes out. Positive. His chair has shit stains on it.
Although I get like that every day.
Sure you do.
So first, before I go in on him, right? He talks about Donald Trump, how he's a man and how he's so happy that he's the president. But he says it reminds him so much of himself.
Oh, damn.
A massive day. Why? All the real ones are coming together. All the real ones are coming together, and all the fake are exposing themselves. Why?
Why? Yeah.
We got Trump in office.
Okay.
We got a motherfucker who has been plotted against, shot at, falsely arrested. I mean, this motherfucker reminds me of my mother.
Of himself? Where do you fit into any of that, you dumb fuck? When were you plotted on? You created this atmosphere through your lies. So you weren't plotted on. People were just having fun. Wallowing in the shit house that you created. That's first. So there's nobody plotting on you. You've never been shot at in your life. Maybe they threw some snowballs at you when you were a professional snowboarder. Um, and what was the last one? Let's go back. What was the last one?
I mean, this motherfucker reminds me of my motherfucking self.
Sure.
These are my people.
Yeah.
My people have been through all that shit.
Did I fast forward? Did I just? Yeah, you know what? We don't want to hear it. There is no comparison between you and him whatsoever. However, there probably Trump is hated, and you may be just as, if not more, hated than him. So in that, you're similar. You're similar, but he's got bigger hands than you, fool. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay.
And still came out on top. That motherfucker's a straight G. Trump is as real as it gets. Always has been.
But I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, what does Donald Trump and Wes Watson, what do they have in common?
Yeah.
And the only thing that I could think of that they share together is, remember that Sharmuta, Kamala Harris? Remember how she wanted to put Donald Trump in prison, right? Well, she was the one who put Wes Watson in prison. So if I think of anything that these...
Wesley Watson. Wesley Montague Watson. Kamala got you, huh? Okay.
Guys are going to have in common, it's only that. Now, before I continue, there's something that's really bothering me. When I'm sitting here and I'm editing these videos, right, I got to zoom in, I got to change colors, do a lot of things to make the video quality better, right? I keep on staring at this sting you have on the back of your arm, and it's making me sick.
Mole. That thing is fucking horrible. I've talked about it. I'm glad John Bravo is talking about it. A lot of us have talked about John Bravo, just so you know. I have asked my subscribers, I have asked my viewers to please give it a name. We still don't have a name. That thing is fucking disgusting. And if you notice, I don't know if you notice this, but there's times when the mole is in a different spot, and I think it's embarrassed to be on camera with Wes. I think it's embarrassed. It's like, oh fuck, here we go with this shit. And it slowly moves. Sometimes it climbs between his ass cheeks like everything else. Oh my bad, let's go.
So can you please do something? Go to the doctor, have him cut him off. Do something about it, because I'm sick of looking at this shit.
I hate it.
So you know how you always say, you don't respond to haters, you don't talk about or mention another man's name, right? But on your story the other day, you put up a picture of a guy, a hater, who made a video about you. And then you go, the only reason you put up that picture, right, and a link to the video, was because there was a picture of you and Mike Van Wyck side by side, and you loved the picture and you were really happy about the picture you guys have both together.
So is that video really supposed to not promote me? That video is promoting the out of me. People like me see a jack-tatted stud like that, and they're like, I want to...
Whoa. Let me tell you something. John Bravo, let me just so you know as well. I don't know any ex-convict who has ever said, look at that tatted, jacked MFer. Hold on a minute. We normally don't admire men like that. This is a different breed. Wesley is different. He notices men's bulging muscles, you know.
to be like that. Like, you should see the guy who made the video. Oh my God.
What is up with this new thing where he covers his eyes and says, oh my God? He's a fucking weird, he's lame. What about they said his lady was an escort, right? I don't believe it. I'm not gonna put that on that woman. But then they said he lost her already. The lease ran out. Are all his leases starting to run out? I don't know. Let's get back to the video though.
But it highlights the insecurity of someone who thinks being a monster is the pinnacle of masculinity. In reality, his outburst is just another example of fragile egos dressed up as toughness.
Look at how skinny he was back then. That's when he first got out. And he was still, he got out of prison and was civilized enough to wear a damn t-shirt. And And then he got out here, and then I don't know what he did to get bigger, but it didn't work on his hands or his ankles. We know that. We've seen it. But now he feels as though he has to have a fucking shirt off. And if he has to put a shirt on, he has to carry a purse. What the fuck? Wesley, come on, Holmes, tighten it up. Hey, bring that hairline back, too, while you're at it. Can we do that?
He's like, see these fake alpha males right here? Like, they really fucking think they're alphas. Dude, it's crazy. The guy's a weasel. But, you guys.
Oh, my God, here he goes again. Look.
I know I said we're not buying into it no more, but someone sent me that video, and I just like the thumbnail. So I'm not, like, hating on haters or buying into the hater shit. I really just wanted to show you how amazing that thumbnail is, and I like.
He admired himself. He fucking saw that and was like, the dude is talking shit about me, but fuck, I look good. Really? You know, there's some whispers going on that are becoming screams about you, Wes. And a place where you put your clothing in another room. That thing. That you're going to come out of that. Or you're trying to stay in. I don't know. I don't think it's true. I'm going to say allegedly. But you checked yourself out? Weird.
I like being side by side with that big Mike dude, because I think he's a real motherfucker.
Well, it's all starting to make more sense to me. Because you know how you're always talking about men's bodies, you're talking about their titties, you're talking about their arms, you're saying a man is not a real man unless he shaves all the hair off his arms.
Weirdos on the internet that have 10-inch arms, tits.
That stud, right?
What if a dude with a 10-inch arm, right? Or with 10-inch arms, just they're strong enough to lift up an AK? What happens to your muscles then? Like, I'm not saying that should happen. I'm just reminding you that it doesn't. Look at that guy right there. He even told you, do you normally threaten armed men? You dumb fuck. Look at Wes's clothing, man. That's the same outfit he wears everywhere. With a white purse. The shirt changes, but the shoe, oh yeah, the shoes, he'll put Chucks on now and then with no socks. Fucking smell like shit. Oh, my bad. I'm getting...
There with his shirt off.
Do you have children?
Look at that.
He doesn't.
So now seeing how excited you were about the picture of you and Big Mike standing side by side, now I understand it all. So in that video you posted on your story, you're making fun of the poor kid. You're talking like a nerd. You're making fun of him, right? But I was thinking, you're posting this kid on there. Why don't you post my video on there? Why don't you come after me like you're going after that?
His arms are not 10 inches, big dog. He's got great hair. How about that? Where's your fucking hair? Fucker. It's your weak ass ankles. Oh, man.
Kid, right? But you won't. You know why? Because you look at him like he's weaker, like he's below you. You'll never post me on your story because you don't want people to see the shit that I'm saying about you.
Yeah.
Just like the bullies pick on the weaker people in school, you're doing that same shit now. Now, the biggest thing that I've been seeing in his videos, right, the last couple of days, a complete change of tone. Remember how in the beginning, when he first started making these videos, he's like, I'm going to smash the keyboard warriors, the nerds, anyone who says anything to me, I'm going to smash their skulls in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Pushing some keyboard warrior princess little punk bitch. No, he should get pushed by the neck and then get his fucking head stepped on.
Who in the fuck says that? This dude is a moron. But let's get back to his awesome story.
And everybody else should say, good bitch. Don't talk shit to a monster if you're a little peon pussy fuck.
Well, now all of a sudden, he wants peace. He doesn't want to hate nobody. He doesn't want people to hate each other. He's changed his tone completely from what it was just a few days ago.
You don't have to live angry like that. It doesn't feel good. Even when someone gets me to the point where I'm like, I want to smash your fucking head in, motherfucker. I don't like you. I want to hurt you. even when I get to that point, I'm still able in the moment to tell the person
that you want to stick them in your butt. Oh.
But it's not going to do anything. It's going to hurt me to hurt you. I don't even want to be that way.
It's going to hurt me to hurt you. Shut the fuck up, man. You know, somebody said in the comments, in my comments yesterday, they left a comment and they said, you know, you should really find Wes and take him to a place where it's just you and him and it's dark, and you should say the things you say. And I'm like, you obviously don't know his background or mine. Maybe you think this facade is threatening. I don't. This is a weak-minded individual who is overcompensating through alleged trend and steroids and all this other bullshit. He could have become a millionaire without all the fuckery. So those of you that believe this here, you've probably never been in a real fight in your life. This dude can't move. This dude's cardio is probably shit. He can't fully extend his arms. His ankles, I don't want to say what I was going to say, but I'm surprised he's able to move around on those fucking things. Twiggy. Call him Twiggy. This video is almost over, and I don't want to do the whole video. I know I skipped a little bit in the beginning. There's still a little bit at the end. I want you guys to go over to John Bravo. Those of you that see this, go over to John Bravo. Tell him Dubs said hi, and thank him, man, because he's been very cordial, and that's why I didn't mind coming back and doing a few of his videos. Plus, you guys asked me to. As far as this jackass, he'll give us all more content. But I do think that if he can't figure out where reality is in his world, he is going to be broke. He is going to lose all of his money. And he has shit on everyone on his way to where he is now. He thinks it's the top. It's not the top. He could go a lot further. But his inability to draw the line between fact and fiction, reality and fantasy, is what's going to lead him to despair. He's gonna be broke. He's not gonna be able to cope with it. Nobody's gonna buy any of his fucking shit, and nobody's gonna want to give him a hand up because he didn't offer anybody a hand up. You got to pay $3,000. He made fun of one of his guys because they were on the $300 program. He was like, "Fucking step your game up and quit being a $300 kind of guy." What? Dick. Anyways, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.